Hey there, it's Melissa with Atlas CFO. Thanks for joining me on these quick videos. Today I wanted to talk to you about the 3 ways to look at your profit and loss, your income statement, your operating statement, whatever it is known to you by, and how to affect your profitability with just a 3-part framework. Just 3 easy parts. You can do this. So if you aren't familiar with this, Atlas CFO is a business that we started about 11 years ago to help contractors with the financial side of their business. It's our passion, we love it, and we help with courses and software and templates and all kinds of things. So thanks for joining me today. So we're going to get into the 3 pieces of the framework that will change profitability, and I call it VPO. Yeah. VPO, because that's what it stands for. Volume, performance, and overhead. Those are really the 3 components of your profitability. Of course, there's more, but we find that most of the time it falls into one of those 3 pieces. So I'm going to break each one of those down for you so that you can look at your own income statement and see which one is affecting you the most. So volume is the amount of revenue that we are pushing through our organization. If we have a lower revenue, then we are going to have lower profitability because we need a certain amount of volume in our business to maintain the profitability. It's like a very delicate balance where we have to have the right amount of sales volume and the right amount of gross profit performance and the right amount of overhead. And yes, it would be perfect if they just always were perfect every single month and they just flow just wonderfully. Yeah, doesn't seem to happen that way, does it? So the first one is volume, and that is where you can identify, am I short in my revenue, and is that the thing that I need to focus on? The second one, the P, is performance or profitability. It is how are we doing on the jobs? So let's say that we have the right amount of volume. We always have done 12 million in revenue per year, so we do $1 million a month. Have to do easy math for me. And so we're still doing $1 million a month in revenue. That's working. But if your job performance is reduced, if you don't have as much gross profit on those jobs, then you would be focusing on your profitability. And finally, overhead. So it is the O in the VPO framework. Overhead is all of your fixed costs that you incur every month. Think about rent. So if you've got an increasing overhead monthly spend, you may need to focus first on overhead. So you can see with this VPO framework, you can decide which one is the most important to you right now. And let me tell you, it changes. So one month you may recognize that you need to focus on building backlog or building that volume. And maybe your backlog is fine, so you really need to make sure that the jobs are performing at the best possible level. So you'd be focusing on performance. And if you find that you've got your volume at the right spot and your job performance is at the right spot, but your overhead is creeping, you would then change your focus to your overhead model and how you're spending your money. You can change your mind every month, but usually whenever you want to ask the question, what could we do better? How can we make our profitability, our net income better? It's usually one of those 3 things, and you can focus on that and watch the changes happen. If you like to receive more information about topics like this, we have a free 7-day financial boot camp on our website that you can sign up for. And in 7 days, you're going to go through the main critical topics that are important to our construction industry, and we would love to see you over there. Thanks for joining me. Talk to you soon.